Hi everyone, welcome to Tiki with Ray. I have so many shows I don't know which one I'm recording anymore. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tiki MUGS with Ray. I am with my good friend Eric Allred, who is the inspiration for this show because you have so many Tiki mugs that I decided it's like to do one episode on mugs would be foolish. So I just kept on going with it. And God, every time I come here, you have new mugs that completely blow my mind. And you have these guys on your shelf. It's a bunch of heads, but that's just the hat. That's just the beginning of it.
I know. I put these two in a box together.
Yeah.
Yeah, left them in there for 2 months, and then this one came out.
What the hell?
I know.
So they reproduce.
Apparently they do.
So these are all Munktiki.
They are, all of them.
And okay, so
And they're not all heads. There's a hand.
yeah. So there's a hand. Is this guy? Is it this guy's hand? This guy's hand?
It's somebody's hand. I'm not sure whose it is.
Well, we'll tell you what. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start over on my end. So, what's the story with this guy right here? Obviously, it's a skull, but that is a Munktiki?
Yes. Yeah. So most of these, actually, the ones on this row and the ones on that shelf, except for the hand, are kind of like a magno series.
Magno series?
Yeah. So they have a little magnet.
Really?
Yep. And so the parts, like say the ear, comes off, and there's a magnet on the ear, and there's a magnet on the head, and they have these different parts. This one has an ear and an eyeball, which I'm not going to peel out because
It'd be like very, very hard to get into. Now, though,
but you could move them around. Like I can move this eyeball to that guy, and this eyeball to this guy.
No, did all three of those come as one, or did you buy them individually?
They came individually, but they come with the original ear and eye in this case.
So it's kind of like a Mr. Potato Head, but it's a Tiki mug.
Yes.
But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those. Remember those little dummy mannequins that you'd have in science class?
Right.
Where you'd have like
the anatomical body.
Yeah. Is that what they're going for with these?
Yeah, that's the anatomical head. Yep. And then the one up here is kind of I'm based on the same thing, which is I think a variation of the ape head and the anatomical head for the human, except it's an anatomical. I guess ape. No, I think it's an ape.
Well, what's the story with these apes up here, though? I mean, there's three. You have three different ones.
Right. So these two are the earlier ones. So this is the regular run of the Munktiki. This is the zombie version of the same run, which I think they did 25 of.
Yeah.
And then this is the anatomical version. And then Miles did some custom glazing on some of them as well.
So
this came out in the last couple of years because I've only been doing this for a while, and I bought this one new.
No, so like when did that one come out?
In 2011.
Oh, okay. So that's an older mug
ago.
then. Okay,
yeah,
all right, okay.
And I've only been doing this for 5 years, so.
So where did you find them? Just on eBay or searching around?
Actually, most of these from different collectors that were downsizing their collections. One or two of them, I think I got maybe that hand on eBay, and the rest of them I picked up kind of here and there.
Want to support the Tiki with Ray show and look cool doing it at the same time? Then head over to tikiwithray.com and buy yourself a Tiki with Ray shirt. They're only $20. Tony Canepa did the design, and they're screen printed in America. These are mugs, though. You can drink out of them, though.
Yes. I'm sure there's pictures on my Facebook drinking out of some of them. Maybe not every one of them, but I try to... It's really not a tiki mug.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a cocktail out of it, it's really just a beautiful piece of ceramics. So I still kind of have this thing where most mugs I want to drink out of at least once.
That's a lot of drinking. So what's the story with the guys in the middle? So are these zombies, too?
Zombies, yeah. So I think that's an alien zombie.
Alien zombie.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that the eyes are
kind of like
more metal, and what's that on his ear?
Chrome, and kind of like it looks like a little antenna going on. And then I think there's a difference between some people, like this one's green with a blue tongue, that one's brown with a.
Oh, this is part of the
tongue.
same. The same.
I think this one and that zombie are in that same kind of category. Yeah. But you can see they have different expressions, so they're kind of different runs of the same thing.
And these are all have the magnetic thing going on too.
They do, yeah.
You can pull off their eyes and their ears just like how a zombie would be.
Yeah, like Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, a zombie Mr. Potato Head, but yes.
That's crazy. Now the apes though there's no magnets on those.
No, but the place where you put in the drink.
What?
Has the brain part kind of comes out.
Really?
So you can make room, yeah. And so that way, I mean, how else would you get the drink in there if the brain's in the way?
So I take it that none of these you can't get any of these anymore.
Not unless you do trade with a collector, pick them up on eBay, find somebody who wants to part with one. Yeah, they've all been out for quite a while.
No, again, I mean, I will be the first to say that, yeah, these aren't technically tiki mugs. But goddamn, they are beautiful.
Well, I don't know. For me, they're tiki mugs. But then again, I'm kind of a newer person.
So what's up with this guy here? There's like pieces. Is this all magnetic pieces?
All of them, yeah. So the eyes, the ears, or in this case, the horns, his little sombrero. And the same one for the one up above behind you. The eyes, which are dice.
Oh, wow.
And then the little hat, which looks like a hat from the Switzerlands or something. And then his horns and I think a cigarette or cigar is also magnetic.
So if you want it to be a non-smoking tiki, you can take off.
You can move it and maybe put something else in its place. The only downside to these is that when you're moving around or doing something, the magnetic pieces every once in a while have a will of their own, and like an ear will flop off, and that can be a little bit disturbing when you're in the middle of something. And
imagine trying to explain that you're trying to explain it to your significant. What are you doing, Eric? I'm looking for my ear.
I'm looking for the other piece of the ear.
I'm looking for a piece of a monkey brain.
Yeah.
Do I know you?
It kind of makes me think that there's going to be a hot run on ears and accessory parts, or these magno series of Munktiki's mugs at some point in the future when people have broken them or they've rubbed up against something and fallen off.
The thing that blows my mind about all these two is that they're kind of more like cartoonish, was the word that kind of comes to my mind. But the detail is still amazing on every one of them. Even the monkeys up there.
Yeah. I'll
tell you, Munktiki never ceases to amaze me.
Yep, I agree. I think the detail work is probably what draws me to these, and a lot, and not just the newer work, but like the older work. You go back, and those are some of the kinds of mugs. Since I've only been collecting for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
Those are some of the kinds of things I'm looking for. I'll go back and look for some of those older mugs because I do like the details, and they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, they are. And well, if I need to know what muscle is straining him on my face, I can just look at one of these guys. Like, oh yeah, it's the sternocleidomastoid.
Yeah, that pulsing vein right above.
Oh yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. That's what's going on right now.
That's what you have going.
So you can learn anatomy with what was the word?
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
While you're drinking rum.
While you're. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Eric. These are amazing. And I love the fact with these like magnetic pieces and stuff like that. It just takes it to like a whole other thing. I've never seen tiki mugs that have magnetic pieces on them. And,
I think these are actually the first ones I've noted as well. There might be others, right? They're tiki mugs I don't have yet. So
anyone, if there's any tiki mugs out there that have magnetic pieces on them, let us know in the comment section below. Yeah. Eric, thank you for showing these off to me and to the audience, because these are truly incredible. And you can't, and just looking at them up close, you just see more and more details with them all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And now I'm going to check my heart rate.
Yeah. Thanks, Ray. Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. Got to put a quarter in it though. You're a zombie. Let's try another quarter in there. Third time. There we go.
0-0.
All right, it's official, folks. Ray is a zombie. He's a tiki zombie. I don't know what to do about this.
No, 81. What does that mean?
That means you're good.
Is that what age it thinks I am?
Yeah.